Yes, yes, yes. Yes, everyone. It is the Christmas holidays right now, and we thought that would give you a little bit of a special. All right. So it's not like a normal pod, it's just myself and Merv. We're just gonna go through a couple shows that
What's
have
good?
kind of
What's
come
good,
to a close.
people?
What's going on, man?
What's
All
good,
right.
man?
So the first show we're gonna look at is Dopesick, which was on Disney Plus, and it's an 8-part series, and it was about the pharmaceutical companies trying to kind of push opioids onto the general public as a pain medicine and them telling them it's not addictive. And it's kind of been a back and forth over the past 8 weeks. And I think we spoke about it once or twice before on the pod, but now it's kind of come to a
Yeah,
close. We thought
yeah,
we'd just
yeah,
kind of round it off. So, Merv, what do you think of the show?
yeah, man. It was deep, bro, because obviously we was expecting what's it that company
Yeah.
Purdue to like really like we was expecting jail time, prison time, the lot in it, and it's one of them ones they finally were held accountable for all the deaths that happened with it, what their drugs done, and then there was this like sort of clause where there was no jail time or no what was the word they used? I can't remember, but it was just they can't be sued. That's it. They can't be
Yeah.
sued. Yeah, can't be sued, and it's just deep, man. It's just deep to see how like obviously the head of pharmaceutical companies. It's just about the money. It's about sort of pushing doctors to do X, Y, Z, and it's mad because you think to yourself the doctors have a ethical code here to
Yeah.
sort of like do what's right for their patients, not about the money. And even like Michael Keaton's character Sam, where he just like you know he was against it at first, but obviously he experienced his own accident and he had to take it. And then once he took it, it was like he just got hooked in it. So that even the best of us, like, we'll just yeah,
Yeah, no, and it was that kind of thing where you're like, it was, I don't know, it's like I sometimes think that TV programs are put on at certain times, yeah. Like there are certain things
mm,
going on in the
mm.
world, and you're like, this is a little bit too real. Like I remember there was a film that came out a couple of years ago, just before almost like just before COVID came out, about
Yeah,
exactly the same thing that COVID was
yeah,
about.
yeah,
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 Dave ever watched it, and I was like, bruv, it's like it's foretelling us what's gonna happen. And then like you see the purge and they're talking about this, and you hear
yeah,
about like no jail time, no one can be sued, and you're like vaccinations, like what's going on. It makes you start to think like what is going on. But it was dangerous that the pharmaceutical companies could literally, they were just bullying their way into the
mm,
GPs. And they were like, you've got to start selling this medicine. And literally they were like, okay, 10 milligrams, 20 milligrams, 40 milligrams, 80 milligrams. And like, even when they thought they got caught and they were like, okay, actually, it is a bit addictive. There was legal loopholes. They were buying
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
And it's like,
yeah, yeah.
could this be real? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, could a company get away
And
with
it is
this?
real, isn't it?
Well, that's
Yeah,
it. Because I think
yeah,
in the end, they think they got sued like for some like 4.5 billion or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of money, man. A lot of
But by
money.
then, that guy didn't care.
No, it's just yeah.
He was like, all right, cool, whatever.
Still like, and that's the thing. Even they were advised, like, the people, the prosecutors that
Yes.
were trying to do the thing, like, even they were like, so look, this has been the furthest that anyone's ever got in this, like, sort of pharmaceutical slash drug sort of war thing, in it. So, like, we should just accept in it, like, sort of thing. So, and when I looked at the time, I thought, no, this is drawing to an end. Like, is anything going to happen differently? But
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, they were accountable in some way, but they weren't punished. If
No.
that makes it.
And
Yeah.
you got to remember, even those three people that were prosecuting them, do you remember they
Mm.
really didn't have real any evidence, Like they were just trying to
No,
go,
no.
they were like, look, we've got to try and play like poker face all the way to the end.
Yeah,
And if those
yeah,
other guys had
yeah,
said, well, look, let's see, there was nothing they could do about it.
yeah,
Because they actually had nothing
yeah,
physical, tangible.
yeah.
And there was
And
lots of
even
go
yeah,
on. No, go on.
yeah. Go on. No, you go say.
No, I was saying there was lots
No, I
of
was just
different
even like with Billy with his videotapes. Yeah,
that was it. That's what I was gonna say.
yeah, yeah.
Like they were just like, nope, get out of the company. You got to sign an NDA. He was like, no. They said you better sign an NDA, or we're gonna make life very hard for you.
Mm. And he could have been 75 grand richer as well, but he thought, no, not taking
Yeah,
this.
he had principles. He had principles.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I'd had principles at that time. I would have liked to have thought I would have had principles. I'll be real with you.
Mhm.
But 75k, and I at the moment I don't. At that time I don't have a job because they're kicking me out of a job. I got things to do. Like I'm gonna take the 75k.
Yeah,
Like how long does the NDA last for? Do you know the ones there? Like how long does it really last for?
yeah, not for true.
And if I let my brethren release a story, you know what I mean? Like what happens?
Them loopholes, man.
Yeah, but it was definitely about corruption. It was definitely
Mm-hmm.
it'd be different. Like I said, I don't know if you can do this. You can't really do a series 2 of Dopesick. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a limited
Nah,
series.
nah.
So I think it's a
Yeah,
limited
I
series.
think it's because of yeah,
So I don't know. Like I
because it's
said,
based on a true story, isn't it? Yeah,
that's it. That's it. And then I think
yeah,
otherwise you just start making up because then you then gonna have like unless you did it like Line of Duty where you've got like a whole group that just go and
yeah.
investigate pharmaceutical companies.
Mm, mm. Yeah,
But,
for real.
but I think by and by, I think Dopesick was good, and I think I'd still recommend it. I think if you haven't watched it, it's an 8 part episode, and I think you've got to kind of concentrate. But I think it's a good series. I think it's a very good series.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. I proper enjoyed it. Like, it was good, and it's good to see. Like, I've never seen Michael Keaton in a TV series either. So, like,
Yeah,
getting all those big actors, man, to do that stuff. It's just a norm now, anyway. I suppose.
yeah. I don't. You know, like I
Mm.
think film TVs now they're kind of all on par now, isn't it? Really, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. All we need is the budget, really.
That's it. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely. I would say I'd recommend Dopesick. I think it's probably one of the better kind of those shows of the year in that sense of that kind of
yeah,
yeah, I like it. But yeah, that's definitely go and watch
yeah.
that Dopesick. It's on Disney Plus, or it's on the is it the Stars brand of Dopesick on Disney Plus?
Yeah, the star. Yeah, definitely the
Yeah,
stars. Yeah,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
it's
definitely the
not a
stars.
normal
Yeah,
Disney Plus, but yeah, definitely go and watch
no,
that.
no.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, cool.
Mm.
But make sure you check that out. That's Dopesick and it's 8 part series.